Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. All right, so this is a quick video for today. Looks like Odyssey Sims is with the fever for the rest of the season after having one of her best games, helping the Fever secure a major win over the Los Angeles Sparks a couple of nights ago. She was on her third hardship deal, which she has been playing well, with the Fever since she came. She's finally catching rhythm with the team. She's finally into having a good flow with the team. I think what's going to happen now, because yesterday Area Power signed her second day hardship deal, most likely she'll probably sign a third and go on to sign for the rest of the season, because she is that piece where Sophie was needed at. I think the odd person out now is Petty. If you notice, Petty has not been playing as much in the last few games since coming on. And you got to think about it. Petty is an older player. She's older player. She's 36 years old. And you don't know what you're going to get out of her down the stretch. Now, with Odyssey Sims signing with the Fever, that means she is going to be available through the playoffs, which is very, very important. Now, I want to highlight something for y'all before I get into some stats and everything. The Indiana Fever now seems like they're starting to find a little rhythm. Trying to find a little bit of rhythm. Now, I just said definitely finding rhythm, seemingly, because now there's a lot of speculation, a lot of things going around now that Caitlin Clark has been shown probably practicing in the footage yesterday. I probably won't do nothing about that until probably tomorrow. I want to see more before I even deliberate into anything else dealing with Caitlin Clark. But she did have on a blue practice jersey, so that some sign that she could have practiced with them. We didn't get to see anything. So, but now with that being said, with Caitlin Clark come back, when let me preface this a little bit better. If and when Caitlin Clark does come back to the Fever, that means Odyssey Sims will be backing her up. Now, this doesn't mean they have to drop people off the roster when she come back. So I'm looking at it like this. You got Caitlin Clark, you got Shea Petty, you got Odyssey Sims, you got Lexi Hall, you got Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, Natasha Howard, Chloe Bibby, Damaris Dantes, Bree Turner. So I think you still had 10. Let me do that one more time just to make sure I'm not forgetting somebody. Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Shea Petty, Odyssey Sims. That's 5. Natasha Howard, Damaris Dantes, Chloe Bibby, Bree Turner, Michaela Tipson. I still think I'm forgetting one more person. So they're either 10 or 11, whatever the case might be. So that doesn't mean you could get rid of Shea Petty. I don't know. But anyway, if that's the case, then hey, it works out if they don't have to cut nobody. So let's get into a lot of things right here with the Indiana Fever. And I want to pull up something with Chloe Bibby. I mean, not Chloe Bibby, but Underdog. Underdog put this out, say Odyssey Sims has signed with the Fever for the rest of the season. And then Chloe Peterson, as always, does a great job. I think Scott Agnes has kind of like, I don't know, you can't really see him too much on X now ever since all of that issue with them articles he been putting out. So it looks like he been laying low a little bit. So Chloe Peterson said Odyssey Sims has signed a rest of the season contract with the Fever. And then she responded to something that she was talking about in a previous tweet that she had put out, and she said that I talked about down how that works with hardship waiver in that thread. So in that thread, she said Sims signing a rest of the season contract does not change her hardship waiver status at all. Assuming she signs for the rest of the season contract tomorrow, it will be on a hardship waiver. So no matter what, she's signing for the rest of the season on a hardship waiver because the Fever will still be down players. Now, I haven't heard anything about Shea Petty or anything with the likes. Maybe the Fever waive Shea Petty, pick up somebody else that they might need for down, with what going into almost a week and a half left for the season after when this week comes up, and then you only have like a couple of games the following week after that. So don't know what the roster changes or the roster build is going to be for the Fever going into the playoff, because if you're going to bring somebody in, you're going to really need them to play in a bunch of games. So we'll see. But nonetheless, let's go over some stats for Odyssey Sims real quick. So Odyssey Sims, her stats for the season for the Fever has been really, really good. She's been with the Fever since August of this year. She is averaging 10 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, almost 3, almost 4 assists a game. That's not bad. Almost 4. I would love to see her get close to 5 assists. Move it up to about 5 assists per game. And that's and if Caitlin Clark does come back, that will help a little bit, as she could distribute to have at least almost 5 assists a game, especially in the playoffs. And now her detailed stats of the season is 10.4, almost 11 points a game, almost 3 rebounds a game, almost 4 assists a game, and almost a steal a game. So that's not bad. Her play has been stepping up a whole lot, as you can see. Now here's a rundown of everything that she has been doing since she came. She helped the Fever win a 76-75 win over the Sparks a couple of nights ago, Friday night. She had 21.6 rebounds, 3 assists in that game. And this was after being waived by the Sparks and signing with the Fever on August the 10th. Her performance versus the Sparks, 21-6-3. She shot 10 for 20 from the field. It could have been more than that. She could have had more points, at least 25, close to 30. Sims led the Fever to a crucial victory against her former team, the LA Sparks, on the 29th of this year. She scored the Fever final 5 points, including a game-winning shot with 13.6 seconds left remaining. This marks her second consecutive 20-point game following a 22 performance against Seattle on the 26th, 3 days after that. She was acquired by the Fever on August 10th after being waived by the Sparks on July 2nd. So anybody remember her? She played with the Sparks last year, and she was on the roster all the way to last year. So she when she came into the season, she was with the Sparks. She was on the team. Then they just waived her after they started getting other people, Cam Brink coming back and all that. So they waived her and everything. So she was available. And then almost over a month later, she was available and signed with the Fever. And then she had a great performance. So she had 2 20-point games so far. I do continue that. I think her play will get better. I think she's going to be a key point for this team. And I think that now you don't have to worry about, even though sit out, you don't have to worry about, say, somebody that can't run the offense, more speedy a little bit. It sucks that Eric McDonald got hurt, but hey, this is what you want. You want other players to come in and be able to step up, because if Caitlin comes back, she's going to be the number 1 general to run the offense. You just need to come in and continue to give that point. So now, like I said, tonight I'll still be streaming tonight, the game tonight. I'm gonna have a lot of double duties because I'll be watching my Miami Hurricanes at the same time. I'll be covering the Fever game, so there's gonna be a lot going on with me. So, but as long as you tap in and tune in, I'll make it good for you. So, congratulations, Odyssey Sims. You with the Fever for the rest of the season, going into the playoffs. Much needed. We need this and everything else. But if there's any more information comes out about the Fever players or whatever, I will definitely bring it to you. But until then, if you don't see me no more today, you'll see me tonight. Live Wire Sports Media. Until then, peace.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire. Sports and entertainment. Let's go.